Hi there, welcome back to my Let's Play of Morrowind. In our post-Daygotha killing bliss? I might just take that again. No, we don't do second takes, do we? No, not on this anyway. Welcome back. We have finished the main quest line, if you watched the last episode. I have some thoughts on what it was like at the end of that episode also. I haven't developed anything more, to be honest. I might actually go and do some reading of what other people are saying to do with it, because I imagine there's probably some really interesting writing on it. It's one of those as well. I've been a busy few days, so the time to consider killing a god who's building a god with tools made by a god. I'm not sure if I've got that right. Yeah, there's not the time to be thinking about that. But we are now back to doing some normal questing. I think I've had to think about how we want to approach the game. And I need to look at where we're going. Well, there is a reason here. We're here. Berwyn. Berwyn has what we need. And that's Berwyn. Hello. How are we going to do this? Oh no, that's not good. You don't want that here. Hi friend, you have something upstairs. Corporate Stalker, we were able to trap it upstairs, but no one wants to risk disease by getting close to it. Normally Master Orion would take care of it, but he's been so busy recently. Are you saying that you are up to the challenge? Yes, I am. So, as I say, we are back to questing, back to doing our guilds. We're on the Thieves Guild mission here to go and get a Master Alembic. Is it Alembic? Retort, sorry. And in the meantime, I've been to our old friend Creeper. I've cleared out my inventory a little bit. I've still got a few bits to sell, but at least we've got some room to carry stuff. And I believe we are in still need of a couple of pieces of glass, but we are pretty much on full glass. I need that. See you in a bit. I wasn't expecting that to win. At work, I was reading the guide for this mission beforehand, just being like, I'm going to brush up on what we're doing here, because it's been a while since we were given this mission. Plus, I just want to cheat at this game sometimes. And it was like, oh, you have to do this, 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 and this to be able to do it, and otherwise you'll never succeed. Yeah, we'll just crouch in a weird place. And then we have to go see Big Helende. Now, let's just have a quick look in here. Because by the looks of things, you can't see anything. Let's just make it non-night. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to continuing on through some Thieves Guild stuff and see what it has to offer. I think sort of hitting that point in the main quest line where it suddenly became sort of the mundane operations to political operations to move forward, and sort of really enjoying that is like made me reevaluate some of the quest stuff that's going on in this game, especially with the guilds, because I thought some of these guild stuff was getting a bit boring, but I think that's kind of like the point of it. It's almost the grind before you become like a master thief. They're not going to just promote you straight away. You're not going to immediately be involved in like the big story, because that's just not the type of game this is. Have you gotten the Grandmaster's retort for me? So you found a Grandmaster's retort yet? Yes, here it is. Yes, even I can see this is a fine retort. Our customers should be quite satisfied, and here's gold to satisfy you. Advancement? No, needs to do more jobs. Jobs. We need to protect ourselves from the Kimono Tongue. Maybe we should hire a wizard from the Mages Guild. Go to the Mages Guild over at Wolverine Hall and see if you can hire a wizard to protect our guild house here from the Kimono Tongue thugs. Fantastic. Oh, this brightness change on my end's not looking. It's making everything look a bit washed out, but I think it's going to be better for your viewing pleasure, so we'll keep up with it. It's up here, isn't it? So, yeah, we're going to be missioning through these quests with the information on how the game works a bit better. we know where we stand with the game now. So I'm quite looking forward to just plodding through these. Who do you reckon we need to speak to?
May I help you?
I know I'm Nervarine. Don't worry. Hire a wizard. Ariel Fiensal. Everyone's stuttering. Excuse me, Sarah, but, well, you're the Nervarine and a big hero. I don't know how to talk to important folk. I'd like to say thank you, Sarah, for everything. No worries, any time. But we would like to hire a wizard. Yes, I could arrange for a wizard to guard your precious guild hall, but first you must bring me 4 pieces of raw ebony for an experiment. If you bring me the ebony, I will send you a guard. I've had 4 pieces of raw ebony since I've been playing this game, but I didn't know this was going to be important, so... I don't know where to find it. Buy it, steal it, mine it yourself. I just need to know. That's what you want if you want to hire a wizard. So we're going back to an alchemist here, and we will be able to get the raw ebony from their basement, or we might be able to buy it. What gold are we on at the moment? 161k, not bad at all. But yeah, so it gives, like, I'm quite looking forward to these missions, because even though they're going to be a little bit grindy and perhaps not the most interesting, I think we're getting the first, or one of the first lot of hints to do with the Kimono Tong here, which is sort of very central to the Thieves Guild. I believe it might have been mentioned before, but it's been probably a month since last time I did a Thieves Guild quest. Oops. We've just been mainlining main story stuff. But, yeah, it's sort of like that build-up of quests to actually put you in a position where you are someone who is of value to the guild. You know, you're not just anyone off the street. Are you an alchemist? No. No, you be not. But yeah, the only other thing I really wanted to talk about is the week off that I essentially ended up having. Some of it was keyboard related, some of it was work related, as I said. Do you just have raw ebony? I can't even remember what raw ebony looks like, you know. There you go. Yeah, I'll have 4 of them. 831's really nothing by this stage. Yeah, so some of it was keyboard related. I couldn't actually play the game because a few keys were just not working, so I bought a secondary keyboard. So that's all that sorted. But the other thing was I ended up just being really busy at work and having life stuff in the way. But it's been really good just to have a break away from this game, because I've played it, you know, ostensibly a few hours every day almost, or half an hour every day for the last 3 months. Or I've uploaded a video for half an hour every day for the last 3 months. And that, you know, takes a certain amount of required playing time before you're able to do that. So it's been really nice to have a little break away and come back, actually. And the reason I talk about it is because, like, this is just not the way I would normally play games. I like, you go in heavy and you leave it, but I think there's a certain play style that's afforded to you when you're either doing Let's Play or if you live a busier lifestyle. Not that I'm particularly busy, but imagine if I had a kid or something, there would be certain limitations. Hire a wizard, please. Yes, here they are. Yes, these are fine samples. I will send one of our fine battle mages, Natalianus Flavonius, over to Dirty Muriel's. Very Latinic? No, that means something different. Romanic? Maybe needs something different also. We don't care about barriers anymore. We can just fly over them. I mean, Roman name is what I'm trying to get at. They were the Flavii, weren't there? And various other Roman families. It's all, you can tell whoever wrote the Empire stuff in this game definitely either read a couple of books to do with the Roman Empire or had a bit of an interest in it.
Welcome.
Hello, Helende. Hire a wizard. Yes, our new god has already arrived. Good work, Marabou. I was using this ring to help defend the place, but I won't need it anymore. Advancement? No. Jobs. One of our customers wants the book, Redarin Cooking Secrets. For Farah, the proprietor at Farah's Hole in the Wall, and Dinara Atherelas, the cook over at Litheri Manor in Aldrune, have an annual cooking contest. Farah wants an edge in this year's contest, and she's hired us to steal Dinara Atherelas' copy of Redoran Cooking Secrets, which should be somewhere in Lithari Manor. Redoran Cooking Secrets. That's just a repeat. Just moving my mic for 1 sec. So, sorry, any weird noises. Lithari Manor. Okay, you're just repeating everything. Let's go. Aldrune. That's... Oh, I'm floating, aren't I? That's relatively easy to get to. They don't have... There's no Silt Strider here, is there? As we spend more time in Morrowind, I just over and over again love the land we're playing in. And a game that's come out recently that sort of is in that vein is Ghost of Tsushima. Like, the mechanics of it look pretty benign. There's not much there. The combat looks decent enough. And this is all, like, listening to various people talk about it and watching a couple of videos. It looks fine. And it looks like something some people would really enjoy. And the thing that's almost selling me on it, more than any of that stuff, is just the world. The aesthetics of it are absolutely beautiful. And I just, like, it's something that, like, that brings back to Morrowind, because Morrowind, I find it easy to forgive an older game anyway, because you just have to take a hint that it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be, you know... Manor District, that's where we need to go. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to have, like, all of its mechanics in a row, so to speak. It's just easier to forgive for me. You know, you rate it on a different system almost. But the thing that does keep me coming back to this game, apart from having to do a video, is taking out the parts I don't like and then just enjoying the parts I do, and that includes the... Oh, come on. Don't make me fly over you. It includes the world. And I just wonder with Ghost of Tsushima, like, if I were to play that game, would I get the same... God damn it. Ooh. I like that. That's pretty. I'm going to make that a screenshot for today, which I know is not the most interesting one, but I like it. There we go. Yeah, so I wonder if it'll be enough to carry me through. I know with, like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, pretty much, I like the characters in that game, but I love the world. I did some screenshots of it on my Twitter, because the world is just so gorgeous and has a really nice screenshot ability in it. And it's weird actually with the screenshots, because it's not something that I never did before, but over the last year or so, I've started picking up the habit more and more of, like, documenting what games I'm playing, and I don't know why that's come from. Some of it's for this, it's just like I need a thumbnail. It's pretty basic really, but some of it is just like, this game is extra pretty, I'm going to try and take nice screenshots of it. Ah, it's a room we've already been in. It's in here, this chest, I think. I don't want to just use all my master lockpicks straight away if we can use something that's a bit naffer. Apprentice do the job on a 50? We are fairly good at this, so. And Redoran Cooking Secrets. I like the way you can just kind of steal a lot of stuff. Like, no, what I'm trying to say, sorry. I like this quest because it's, again, that very mundane thing. You know, we could be on a quest to go and steal an ancient item in a dark dungeon, but no, our current quest is to interrupt a cooking competition. I know that, and this sort of stuff that games do anyway, but it's just nice bit of fun, a bit of flavour to what we're doing. Because in reality, most of the Thieves Guild quests have just been go to place, do thing. To be reductive anyway. Where do we want to be going? We want to be going in here. Back. Redoran Cooking Secrets. Yes, here it is. Yes, I'm sure Farah would appreciate this. Well done, Captain. And take this, it could come in handy. Quality Potion of Shadow. I imagine this is the sort of stuff we want to be stacking. What do we want now? Background, advancement, and jobs. I'd like to see if you can't get Felin Marion's staff. Felin Marion has an ebony staff that I'd like to get into our possession. He's a powerful wizard though, so getting hold of it won't be easy. He's likely to kill you. This is the only job I've got left for you to do, so if you don't want it, you'll have to go elsewhere for jobs. I won't even offer it, but it's all I've got. It's up to you. I'm interested. It's your skin. Felin Marion is in Tel Brannan Nora. He's one of the Mistress Thorana's personal retainers. You'll likely find him in one of the Talvani towers there. Here, take these. It's tough getting around inside those things. Good luck, Captain. I love their architecture, but I don't like the people. Did she say boss? Balfell. Where's that? We've been past there. We have been here before. I was wrong. Is it this shop? Vide Sylvain. That's not the person, is it? Felin Marion. I think it's in the main tower, but I just want to make sure we're not missing Sethans? No. Missing where we need to go? I'm not sure what I think about Dwemer boots. It looks almost like someone's like wearing a cosplay of a Gundam. Lower tower, we need to be in the upper tower, I think. I want to know where we got these travel stain pants. I'm guessing Chaos, but they're brilliant. Oh, okay. It's one of these places. Oh, there is some stairs here. Weird. What on earth is going on here?
Leave me.
I almost don't want to ask questions. Yeah, let's just leave them be with their eggs, or what appears to be eggs. Thorana's chamber.
There is someone watching me.
What is going on here? Okay. If we don't get caught on the geometry, I think that's the stuff we need there.
Find someone else to bother.
I think he sells some decent spells apparently, so if we want to keep him alive, it's probably not a bad thing. I wonder if we can get like on top of here, or in like a weird place behind here. Wait for the potion to fall off, and then do that. See, Master Thief. Yeah, thieving in this game, and it's something we've talked about before, but I had a new thought on it. Guess what? We thought something new. It's very much the thing that you're going against is not the system of awareness. That is a part of it, but it's almost like I don't feel like the idea is, oh, you are skilled enough to beat this, or you are you've been stealthy enough and kept out of ice lines to beat this. It feels more like, okay, here's some janky ways you can use different existing systems to get past this challenge. And that is fun, but you can't really tell like a narrative behind what I just did, can you? If I was talking to someone about it, we'd talk about it in the way of how I almost glitched my way to it. How I, used a teleportation spell to, in plain view, to get over some bookshelves, crouched on the other side and stole his stuff through it. There's no way I can be like, right, when he didn't see me, I quickly jumped across the room and did this. The systems aren't built for that, without you sort of like telling us, oh, I thought she had no eyes then. Without you, the systems aren't built for that without you, doing some big old interpretations. Which I think that's possibly what you have to do with older games, maybe. Because they offer less there for you. New games give you a full picture of everything, and I'm talking like graphics, mechanics, and tend to be like have a certain tightness in a certain way. Not always. This is a broad generalization about what is an ever-growing industry. But older games, because they didn't have the capacity to do those things, like some of the play, or more of the play, goes on in the player's head, I'm going to say. The problem with when you have thoughts on the fly is they could be horribly wrong and you won't think until later to correct them. Felon Marion's staff. You've got the staff, excellent. Tell you what, I'll give you a choice. I didn't really expect you to be able to get that thing. I didn't expect anyone would be able to, honestly. It's yours if you want it, but I can also sell it and give you a cut of the profits. Sell it. I don't even know what it does. 250 gold, I thought it might be good. Advancements. You are now a ringleader. Jobs. I don't have any jobs for you. Try asking Sugarlit Habisi in Balmora or Angler. If they don't have anything for you, you can speak to the boss himself, Gentleman Jim Stacy. Look for him in Vivek. You'll find him in the back room of Simene's Fraulein bookstore in the foreign quarter. Those words are especially hard to say because they're almost like other words. Real words. Let's go to Vivek then. How about that? We're on to, I think, the last part of the Thieves Guild here. And there really hasn't been too much other than just plod on through and steal these things for us, guys. Which, like, I think it better suits you painting your own narrative on the game.
What exactly do you require?
Because you can be like, I'm just a normal person. I'm not forced into a particular set of stories here. You know, I'm doing these guild tasks to make money or whatever, but there's not enough other systems around that, I don't think, to build that out. But, you know, you're not being told a story as much. Maybe that'll change in these last couple.
We're watching. What do you
Hello. I think you're the right person. Let's speak to you first. Ooh. No.
What's this regarding?
Yes, I'm the Nervarine. Gentleman Jim Stacy. I've heard of him. Helpful. I believe he's out back, but am I going to have to break through this door? This is where they're going to get annoyed me doing this, even though it's required or something, isn't it? Hello. Crazy Legs. It almost sounds like it's like going for the New York mobster name thing. Gentleman Jim Stacy. I have jobs for you, but it might be interesting, something a bit different. The Bal Molag Ma. I have a feeling these are two sets of quest lines. I don't think they're mutually exclusive. So let's do the Bal Molag Ma first. There is a legend about the Stonefire men who brought you the light of justice to the land. Though the Bal Molag Ma were thieves, they stole only from the unjust and gave to those in need. Alright, Robin Hood, calm down. They vanished early in the Third Era and have not been seen since. I believe it is time for the Bal Molag Ma to return. Here, these gloves were used by the Bal Molag Ma to carry their burning stones from the Red Mountain. When you are ready to rekindle the fires of Bal Molag Ma, wear the gloves and speak with me again. Right glove, left glove. I just wanted to see what they look like. What is it, ringleader? Bal Molag Ma. I've chosen something simple for the first mission of the reformed Bal Molag Ma. I want you to return the Helende locket. Brownness Helende is a poor retired egg miner. He gave his family treasured locket to the taxman this year. The locket is now being held in Venom Manor with the rest of his taxes. Wear the gloves I gave you and pay a visit to Venom Manor in Aldrune. Find the Helende locket and return to the Brownness Helende in the name of Bal Molag Ma. Let's do it. To Aldrune. Not what I expected from coming here. It's the weird way I've approached this game is like sort of researching as you play, because I don't necessarily want to plan everything out, but I want to be able to, you know, move through story stuff at a bit of a clip. And so I didn't realise he'd have two sets of quest lines. That's fine. So as I head to the Mage's Guild to get teleported away from Vivek and go to our next mission in Aldrune, I'm going to wish you goodbye, because that's going to be enough for today. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of the mundanity in the missions in this game. I know we've talked about it previously with the Hortata quest and the Nervarine quests, more the Hortata. But it's also pervasive in the Thieves Guild quests as well. So I'd be interested to see what people think, because, I mean, some of it's boring. What you're doing is boring, and it's fleshed out in such a way that could be considered boring, but I really like it. So let me know what you think of that. We will be producing videos daily again for now, unless we have any disruption. Next week I'll be fully back at full time, so 5 days a week, 48 hours a week. So I don't know if that's going to change scheduling at all. I hope not, but you never know. Like the video if you do, and also subscribe if you want more of the same. Thank you for watching. My name's been Billy. Goodbye.